Hi, my name is Matt Herzberg, and I want to represent you as the Place 1 School Board Trustee in Mansfield ISD. I worked for 14 years in MISD. My first year was at Mary Lillard Intermediate, where I was a band director. I taught band there for 4 years and then was hired over at T.A. Howard Middle School as an assistant principal. I loved the T.A. Howard community. I loved the kids there. I loved working with teachers that were fighting really hard for the needs of students. I also learned a lot about the power of community while I was at that campus. After those 4 years, I was able to go back to what I call my teaching home, back to Mary Lillard Intermediate, where I got to be the principal. And it was a really awesome to go back to Lillard. There were a lot of teachers there that were still there that I had taught with, and we were able to do a lot of good for kids and for that community. Together, we started Capturing Kids' Hearts at Lillard, which eventually became a national demonstration campus for Capturing Kids' Hearts, and that's just all about relationships and taking care of kids, um, building trust between each other, and it's just a really great program that I'm proud of, and all of us at Lillard were proud of. It was really tough to leave Lillard, but I had an amazing opportunity to open Charlene McKenzie Middle School after the 2017 bond and after it was built. And this was right after COVID that McKenzie opened, and I started over there. It was really neat to see how many teachers that I had worked with in the past wanted to come over to McKenzie to start this school together. I just think that it shows the power of the relationships that I built with teachers and some of the trust that they had with me as a leader. Together, we created McKenzie, which is a STEM Academy. So we started that STEM Academy and also the comprehensive school. And after the first year, we ended up being an A-rated campus, which was a great achievement for the teachers, the community, the kids of McKenzie. I am a current parent. I have a child in 5th grade at Martinez Intermediate and a 2nd grader at Annette Perry Elementary School. The perspective that I bring as a current parent is that I know how they are experiencing school right now. I also know how teachers are leaving the profession, leaving MISD, and that's something that I want to use my experience as an educator to make sure that we're retaining our great teachers and we're recruiting great teachers for the students of Mansfield. And by having kids in the district, that's something that I see every day as I talk to their teachers, as I talk to my kids each day about what they've learned, how things are going, especially by leading a campus after COVID and how different that has felt since before COVID compared to after COVID. My bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees are all in education, educational leadership. So that helps me understand state legislation and local policy and how that impacts our schools. I know what it's like to be a teacher and have the experience to help teachers feel valued, seen, and heard. I'm an educator educating about education. And even though I no longer work in schools, I have continued my service to education. At the first opportunity, I joined my son's schools at site-based committee, where I'm a parent representative. I've also been in the classroom presenting to students and sharing at career days and engineer days. I've helped judge the GT fair. And so my service to the schools has continued even though I'm not an employee of MISD anymore. At the first opportunity there was to file to run for school board, I took that opportunity because my heart really is about serving. I am not a politician, I'm a servant, and I want to serve the students, the parents, the teachers, and the whole community of Mansfield ISD. I'm not in it for status. I'm not in it as a stepping stone to something bigger. I'm here as an educator, and having an educator on the board is something that is needed and something where I can be there. I can fight for teachers. I can fight for good policy that helps every single one of our students in every zone of our school. I hope that on May 4th, you come out to vote for Matt Herzberg for Mansfield ISD School Board Place 1. And don't forget, early voting starts on April 22nd.